Hello and welcome! I'm going to run through several quick facts that I know you'll find pretty interesting, or even amazing. If you do, be sure to let me know in the comments. All right, let's go. Are you a Mexican food foodie like I am? How about this? The Aztecs invented guacamole from mashed avocados, which was originally called ahuacamole. This word is a combination of the Nahuatl words ajucatl, or avocado, and mole, or sauce. Today, guacamole is a popular dish in Mexico and around the world, with variations in ingredients and preparation. We think of daisies as single flowers, don't we? Well, they're not. Daisies are quite actually composite flowers, meaning what appears as a single flower is a cluster of many tiny individual flowers called florets, with the outer petals being ray florets and the inner disc being disc florets. Other composite flowers include sunflowers, dandelions, and asters. The name daisy, by the way, comes from the Old English word day's eg, which means day's eye. The ancient Greek philosopher Democritus proposed that all matter is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atomos, which means uncuttable in Greek, forming the basis of early atomic theory. While Democritus's ideas were groundbreaking, they were not universally accepted at the time. Aristotle, for example, disagreed with the concept of atoms and instead proposed that matter was made of 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. All right, that's enough of that. Next. How's this for a little motivation? Did you know that dairy cows can typically produce between 6 to 8 gallons of milk per day? Or, to put it in edible terms, that's around 5 pounds of butter, 8 gallons of ice cream, or 10 pounds of cheese. Yeah, I'd say that's a lot. How are all the different sounds of an orchestra produced anyway? Here's a short walkthrough. A typical symphony orchestra is divided into 4 families of instruments: strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. String instruments like violins, violas, cellos, and double basses produce sound through vibrating strings and are played with a bow or plucked. Woodwind instruments like flutes, oboes, clarinets, and bassoons produce sound by blowing air through a tube. Brass instruments such as trumpets, French horns, trombones, and tubas produce sound when a musician buzzes their lips into a mouthpiece. And percussion instruments like timpani, snare drums, bass drums, cymbals, and xylophones produce sound by striking, shaking, or scraping the instrument. How's that for a quick tour of the orchestra? The aurora borealis, commonly known as the northern lights, is a stunning display of light that appears in the sky, often as curtains, rays, or spirals of color. It is caused by magnetic storms in Earth's atmosphere, which are triggered by solar activity like solar flares and coronal mass ejections, sending charged particles towards Earth that interact with the atmosphere to create the visible light show. Some of the best places to see the aurora borealis include Alaska, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Greenland.
Legendary movie director Alfred Hitchcock is famous for making brief cameo appearances in his films. He appears in 39 of his 52 surviving major works, often as a pedestrian or a bystander. Joan of Arc, a French peasant girl who led armies during the 100 Years' War, was only 19 when she was executed. She claimed divine guidance, which led to her pivotal role in French history. The human heart beats around 100,000 times per day, pumping nearly 2,000 gallons of blood through the body. Over a lifetime, this adds up to about 2.5 billion heartbeats. Harriet Tubman, an escaped slave who became a leading abolitionist, helped rescue approximately 70 enslaved people using the network of anti-slavery activists and safe houses known as the Underground Railroad. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue became the first computer to beat a reigning world chess champion, Garry Kasparov, in a match, marking a significant milestone in AI development. 3 classic and iconic movies, Ben-Hur, Titanic, and The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, share the record for most Academy Awards won by a single film, each taking home 11 Oscars. Did you like those? Or were there any that stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments. Of course, your general thoughts and comments are welcome too. Thanks, and see you in the next video.